Hey guys, came for 15 back at with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another More Than a Married Couple episode review for you guys as we get another really cute, adorable dynamic to this show. This show is just great. This show is just great. I love it. It craves me wanting more. Again, I'm a sucker for romance, but I want more of this. I actually think the dub for this show is coming out today as well. So I'm gonna watch the first episode dub and see how I like it. But this episode, again, really cute, adorable episode with a little bit of a drama in it, but I really did enjoy this, and it was kind of the whole thing of, eventually at this moment where Akari and Jirou, they break away from each other. But then it only pursues in them getting back together, and then we have the end of the episode, where Akari freaking admits to Jirou that she likes him. But this episode pretty much starts off with the fact that it's the whole thing of Akari asking Jirou, what do guys like? And I'm like, some guys like some things, some guys like other things. And pretty much he says, maybe making like food could help with this whole thing. So she makes a bento box. It was funny because the ongoing gag with this whole food thing is Jirou likes sweet things. And he's like, I think you should make this sweeter. I like sweet things. And she's like, this isn't for you. This is for Minami. And that was absolutely funny. And then I think it was like the day she was gonna go over to his job and go ask or go give this bento box, and she straight is like, so can you give me what you gave me, like what the other day, which was in the first episode, before Jirou left to go hang out with his friend. He kissed Akari on the lips, and pretty much she was asking for it again. Now, if it was me in my case, I would have kissed the girl on the lips. Again, it's a cute girl, and if you're in it and you're a married couple, you might as well, like, even though it's kind of weird, but whatever. Still, it's absolute. The dude was like, "Are you sure?" And then all of a sudden, of course, he gets cock blocked in this whole situation because, funny enough, Shiori shows up, and she actually is like, "Oh yeah, we made these apple pies and everything," and Minami really liked this, and they were sweet. And so it was kind of the whole thing of Jirou was kind of right of the fact that, like, yeah, I kind of like sweet things, but at the same time, it kind of upsets Akari because she didn't know that, oh, he likes very sweet type of food. So this gets her down, and you get to this point in the episode where Jirou's just explaining, well, hey, listen, you're great, and everything. A bunch of guys like you for who you are. You're very attractive. You're kind of sexy. Any guy would want to do it with you, if I'm just being honest. And then pretty much, she asked Jirou, like, hey, okay, then what about you? What are your feelings about me? And he's like, oh, I wouldn't want to do that with you. And then she's like, you're a freaking liar. And she pretty much comes on to him, and she's like insisting, like, yo, let's get it on, like, now. And I'm like, what? I watched the episode, I'm like, holy crap, geez, they're about to get it on right there. And she's just kind of egging him on to do it with him. But right now, our boy Jirou, he's kind of in mind flux. He's like, what the heck's going on? Now, in the meantime, I'm just reacting to this. I'm like, dude, just get up, probably give her a hug, say it's okay. You didn't know, you're gonna be fine. Say something encouraging, like say, and say like, I'm here, and guess what? I'll make sure you feel good. Simple, easy things to say. And I'm like, she just looks like she needs a hug. Just needs a hug. She doesn't need to go this far. And it gets to the point where she grabbed his hand, and she put his hand on her shoulder, and she's trying to make him take off her clothes. In the meantime, we see Jirou. He can clearly feel like, oh yeah, she's shaking, she's scared. But he kind of, in a way, kind of pushes her away and says something that he probably shouldn't have said. So then, the thing is, she realizes, like, yeah, I have a crush on Minami, and you like Shiori. So they end up stop being a married couple or something like that. So in a way, they kind of break up. And the thing is, when the next grading period came around, Shiori and Minami, they're in the A grouping or the A grade, while with this we see over time, because they're not talking, they're not interacting with each other, Jirou and Akari, their numbers, they were dropping. Like at the start of the episode, there was like they were at 24 points, and then they drop all the way from like B last time we saw them last week, all the way down to E, our rank E. So obviously, some things are going on. I did like the moment between Shiori and Jirou, because it was the kind of your typical thing, if you have a friend and you're really close with them and you've been friends since pretty much you guys were kids, you would pick up on a bunch of things that, guess what, your friends would say. Like, she picks up, like, is there something going on with you and Akari and everything? And I do like the fact that, Shiori, she doesn't use this as a time to try to shoot her shot at Jirou. She uses this as a way to cheer him up and make him feel good, and like, look, you guys will work things out. You guys have been, relatively good with each other. So then you get the end of the episode where they have Jirou and Akari have their talk. It pretty much is just Jirou, pretty much saying like, I don't want to be, distant. I like, hanging out with you. I like talking with you on a normal basis. I don't want some distance to come between us. And P also pretty much says like, look, I wouldn't want to not do it. I would want to do that stuff with you, but I just want it when the time is right. In that moment, it was the heat of the moment, things were happening and you didn't look like you were comfortable. The reason also, and he also explains why he didn't do it, is because he cares about her, which kind of leads to the fact that he's like, he wants to make sure that she's okay with it, pretty much saying like, if you're fine with it, okay, fine, but I care about you and I don't want to force myself on you because of that case. So he pretty much kind of does a proposal of being a married couple again. He tries to go in for a kiss when you think, oh, they're gonna have a kiss moment, but no, she just blocks his hands and kind of blocks him off with that. And then she pretty much says that she likes him a lot, and she calls him by his first name, and Jirou picks up on it. It's like, wait, she called me by my first name. And the episode ends off with her pretty much realizing that she pretty much admitted the fact that she said out loud to Jirou that she likes him. So the relationship is developing. Like I said, I typically, Shiori's a nice person and a good friend. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think she's just gonna stay as a friend, and our boy Jirou might actually be the one that will end up truly, I guess in a way, dating Akari, because they're gonna grow to like each other. And again, this show has been really great. I've been enjoying this show so much. It craves me wanting more. I'm like this desperate to start reading the manga, actually, because I really am liking this show a lot. But I think honestly, after this show is done, I think I'm gonna just start reading the manga. I really am enjoying this show, and I really think it's a cute, fun show. And my Sundays are made. With this show. But if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on More Than a Married Couple, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get More Than a Married Couple other reviews, as well as any other anime or manga stuff that I upload to the channel. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Till then, guys, see you guys in the next video. Peace.